Guard, 6'5", number 0, Kobe White.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You see an uptick here, but still in the bottom half of the league.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they're moving upwards just a bit. Still plenty of work to do, but as they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Now Sacramento's starting five. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. LaVine is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Sabonis in at the five. And for Chicago, at the guards, it's Giddey at the one with White at the two. Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Vucevic in at the five spot. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
The two-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine, can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from three.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great player.
And the real star, Stan, of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter. Look, he's an ideal modern wing. LaVine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years.
And here's LaVine, who brings it up for the Kings. Outside DeRozan. Giddey against Westbrook. Down low, Sabonis, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And you talk about the best center in the league. Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin. The second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with. Well, you know, we hear a lot about the triple-doubles and the versatile skill set of Sabonis, but I still think his effort is his greatest asset.
That's to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops for him.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now here's Westbrook. LaVine looking around. LaVine, a screen on Giddey. Outside DeRozan. Over Giddey. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
An elite ball handler. Giddey uses the bounce to get buckets.
DeRozan against Herter. DeRozan, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Vucevic. 23 points his last outing. Pass to White. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Right to the hole. White was ready for anything that came his way.
Outside, Levine. Fires for 3. Dives for it. Buzelis grabs the board. Now, here's Vucevic. Pass to Herter. Vucevic setting the pick for Herter. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, White. Now Buzelis. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now DeRozan. Shoots over Vucevic. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
White, good. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, White with the tight handle to create space.
Outside, Levine. DeRozan in the corner. Outside for Murray. Pass to Westbrook. Over Giddey.
Well, that's great D. That's what happens when you have great anticipation like Josh Giddey.
Here's White. Here's Herter. Pass to Buzelis. It's hauled in by the Kings and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had 27 points last game. For 3, Murray, and it's White with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Vucevic. Buries it down low.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Monks checked in for the Kings. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. Number 5, the Bulls.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Outside DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. Shot's good by Sabonis.
Well, with his ability to carve out space, Sabonis is one of the best paint scorers in the game. This team should look to set him up.
Now here's White. Vucevic, a screen on Monk. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Giddey. Off target with his 3. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 1. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Put that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 3-point Kings lead.
You see how self-assured Monk is as a scorer. He knows the moment his shot is there and takes it.
Here's Buzelis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Vucevic setting the pick for Buzelis. The Bulls with another miss. Sacramento leading by 3. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
There's Levine. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
It's White on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. White's got 6.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Levine finds Murray. Now DeRozan. Monk outside. Sinks the 3-pointer. Monk's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
No one near Herter as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
And his 3rd shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. White against Levine. Buzelis grabs the board.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Pass to Giddey. Herter on the wing. Releases. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Levine. Light covering. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. checked in for Buzelis. Williams comes in for Kevin Herter. And Trey Jones subbed in for Kobe White. Then for the Kings, Jones checked in for Keegan Murray. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And here's Schroeder. Jones with the screen on Jones. 4 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jones, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Kevin.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Sabonis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Smith outside. Pass to Giddey. Here's Vucevic, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Kings leading now by 5. Super kicks to Sabonis. Levine wide open. No good on the 3. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's Levine. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Now Levine. 14 points from him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Launches it, and the 3 ball is good. Levine's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Kings. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Zach Collins. Patrick Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Terry. And it's Jones in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The shot by Monk is no good. Bulls trail by 3. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
It's time for your 3-1-2 crew.
Okoro, he's checked in for Terry. Then for the Kings, Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Saric. And it's Keon Ellis in for Monk. Kings leading now by 3. Ellis dishes to Levine. Ellis, the pass to Schroeder. Shoots from the elbow. Chicago grabs the miss. Okoro kicks to Jones. Pass to Williams. Smith with a screen on Levine. Williams passes to Smith. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Dennis Schroeder. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
And so Jones nails both of them.
Well, you like the passion Jones steps on the floor with, especially for being so undersized.
Outside Westbrook. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
From deep, Williams. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And this game is tied up now.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get by.
Schroeder passes to Levine. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
High percentage territory for Levine.
Outside Williams. Collins, a screen on Levine. Williams for 3. The shot misses. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jones looking for an opening. On the wing, Williams. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Booz Ellis is checked in for Smith. Kevin Huerter comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Javon Carter. Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Here's Saric. Still yet to score. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's White. Outside Collins. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Westbrook. Driving inside. And that one good. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Well, for most of his career, Westbrook depended on his mid-range game. Now he rarely shoots from that area.
Pass to White. Collins setting the pick for White. Right side, Collins. And the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Schroeder setting the pick for Saric. Outside, Sabonis. Back to Saric. Screen by Saric. Nobody near Schroeder. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Right now, let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Malik Monk. Hey, Allie, what have you heard?
Hey guys, Sacramento's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do, given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Kings. Monk comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Chicago trailing here. Outside, White. And here's Herter outside. Good on the triple. Herter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for Herter, this is his role. Make triples, space out the defense.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
He gets that one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Jones. And here's White. Lets it go with a three. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Monk kicks to DeRozan. Over Buzelis. And it's DeRozan missing. Bulls have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, that one, the 7th on the season for them. The team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Schroeder's checked in. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Well, after picking up his 3rd foul, they may sit him the rest of the half.
Jones checked in for Chicago.
Number 30, Trey Young.
Schroeder with the ball. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock over Jones. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, look, Schroeder feels very comfortable operating in that mid-range area.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Big fans, it's time for your Chicago Bulls.
Here's a look at the stats for Russell Westbrook. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 13 points a game last season, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Giddey with the screen on Monk. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Bulls 3rd, 4th, the Kings.
You're not going to find many teams that were as polished from the free throw line as these two clubs a season ago.
Now here's Westbrook. Schroeder outside. Sabonis sets the pick for Schroeder. Monk outside. Sabonis a screen on Herter. Here's Monk. Again, Sacramento.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always high in Sacramento.
And here are the Kings now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Bounce pass, Schroeder. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Murray's checked in for Monk. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Substitution. Murray. Zach LaVine.
Outside DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, LaVine. That's in there. Murray with the assist. LaVine's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings. Giddey surveying the D. Here's Herter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Herter's got 8 points in the quarter.
Obviously, Herter's focus offensively is on the outside, but his touch translates into the paint as well.
Here's Westbrook. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Herder passes to Jones. Here's Giddey. Off target from three-point range. Kings leading now by 6. Outside Westbrook. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Giddey. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's DeRozan after the Bulls pick up 2. And they double up DeRozan. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls trail by 6. 3-second difference between shot clock and game time. Herder kicks to Giddey. Pass to Jones. Now Vucevic, defended by Sabonis. Clock at 6. From deep, Herder. No good that time. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break.
48.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Sacramento Kings.
Well, they've been the more physical team, and we've seen that on the glass as well as all the other areas, guys.
Yeah, this team is built to rebound. We thought that might be an advantage coming in. And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. Here's a good one. Shaq Can't Dunk 32 wants to know, how do you guys deal with internet trolls?
Well, first of all, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever seen.
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I got a good chuckle.
Kenny, let me see your phone. Did you send that?
Jack, there's zero chance I'd ever let you touch my phone. No way.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Zach LaVine has been really making things happen.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And so here is Chicago. 6-point game. On the court right now for the Kings. Outside on the perimeter, LaVine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. The 18-footer is right on the mark. White's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Bulls. Pass to LaVine. Sabonis' screen on White. Here's LaVine. Vucevic with the block.
Well, defensively, Vucevic was in great position and times that perfectly.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
Now, here's DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Up and in on the layup. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Yeah, the patience that DeRozan can show in the pick and roll is what makes him so dangerous.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A model of consistency, Stan, for many years, Vucevic.
Yeah, look, Vucevic has been scoring, rebounding, and passing at a high level really since he's come into this league. One of the most skilled big men in the league and sort of a model for the next guys that have come around.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin?
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Pass to White. Here's Buzelis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Boy, Herter has found something here tonight. He's making it look easy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
One shot.
And that one misses. And it seems like Josh Giddey playing with newfound confidence, coach, since his arrival with the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, one of those trades that seem to benefit both teams. The Bulls have handed Giddey the keys to their offense, and he has not looked back.
Here's Giddey, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. Another one falls for Chicago.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside, Levine. Outside, DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Herter. It's tipped. Here's White. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Giddey. 6 to shoot. From deep, Herter. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. Murray outside. Back to Westbrook. DeRozan against Herter. And they double up DeRozan. Vucevic with the block. And they get it back. Now White. 8 points for him. To Vucevic, a 3, another 3 for Chicago. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured team.
Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
The Kings with the timeout. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen? You should have that move. Let's go. Let's see what works. Next answer. Everybody get down.
points for LaVine. He's coming off an excellent season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable. Westbrook with it. He's got 8 to the paint. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Now here's White. 6-point game. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Bulls third.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
Here's Westbrook. LaVine, a screen on Giddey. And that one's good. Westbrook. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Vucevic finds Herter. Fires from way outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
For 3, LaVine. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Now here's Giddey. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic is having no problem finding chances to score. The defense has to rethink how they're defending it.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Now here's Sabonis. For the lead. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Herter against DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. switch here. Jones is checked in. Malik Monk, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's Vucevic. He's got 19. Pass to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now, here's DeRozan. He has 6. Back to Levine. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 12, Zach Collins.
The Bulls leading by 4. Outside, Jones. Pass to Herter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Jones is a dependable floor general. Someone you can trust to facilitate an offense and find his guys.
Now, here's Monk. 9 points in the game so far. And here's Levine. The shot off that time. Nice defense from Giddey.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
The Kings trail by 6. Outside, Levine. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Pass to Collins. And here's Herter. DeRozan defending. DeRozan with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Herter. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 5 assists tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 6. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. For 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Now, here's DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, man. Sabonis just throws his body around. So hard to guard. Just a wrecking ball out there.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's White in for Josh Giddey. Then for the Kings, Jones comes in for Keegan Murray. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
And it's White missing.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Back to Levine, over Williams, and there's Levine on the assist by Schroeder. Levine's got the game tied up here for the Kings. There's a minute left in the third. Outside, White. Knocked away. Smith dishes to Williams. From the arc. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Schroeder with the screen on Williams. Levine inside the 3-point line. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. Russell Westbrook comes in for Jones.
Russell Westbrook.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. And here's White. He's got 11. Five on the clock. From outside, off the mark. It's been all about Kevin Huerter for the Chicago Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Collins. Then it's Jones. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Westbrook. Oh, good on the triple. Chicago leading by 3. Jones with it. Back to White. Williams sets a screen for White. For 3, Smith knocks down the 3 ball. Smith's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Now here's Westbrook. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Kobe White.
One of the most physical point guards this league has ever seen. Westbrook powers through for the and one.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
And the free throw, no good.
A future Hall of Famer. Westbrook averaging a triple-double in a number of seasons and came close a few other times.
Schroeder against Jones. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
At the line for the Kings, Dennis Schroeder. At the line for 1.
That's good from Schroeder. We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro, Stan, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder, that when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level, but Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany.
Sabonis' screen on Jones. Tipped away. It's stolen by Jones. In transition, here come the Bulls. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Vucevic checked in for Collins.
At the line for the Bulls, Trey Jones.
One shot.
Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Jones.
Former second-round pick, Jones has worked hard to carve out a role in this league, and he continues to look to improve.
Now here's Westbrook. Over to the wing, and again the turnover by the Kings.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Bulls leading by 6. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Vucevic. Sacramento grabs the miss. Schroeder passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Back to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Well, so often the catalyst, Schroeder the recipient of a good pass that time, rewarding his teammates' trust.
Now here's Vucevic. White left side. Jones for 3. Westbrook pulls it in. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3, and it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. His absence really will affect this team's competitiveness, so hopefully they can stay the course in the meantime. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And, of course, you never like to see any kind of injury.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, Sabonis has been the hub of this offense and has been very effective scoring.
Outside, Jones. Here's White. He's covered by Westbrook. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Here's Vucevic. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Monk. Schroeder finds Sabonis. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Sabonis. The kick out to Westbrook. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. Josh Giddey comes in for Trey Jones. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Doug McDermott. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Levine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. The Kings trail by 3. On the wing, Levine. To tie it up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vucevic, a screen on Monk. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And it's the Kings with the ball. Outside, Levine. Herder against DeRozan. Murray gets to Monk. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Herder passes to Smith. And here is Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 8th assist in the game. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. Now Murray. Monk outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Herder. Herder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddey kicks to Herder. Smith with a screen on Monk. Herder, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now here's DeRozan. Eubanks, no good. Herder on the wing. Monk defending. White looking around. Over Eubanks. And it's White missing. The Kings trail by 5. Now Monk. Murray outside. Pass to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, Murray knows better than to be selfish. He puts the squad first.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Vucevic has got 17 now, just in the second half. Levine with it. Outside DeRozan. Monk outside. Outside Levine. And no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Vucevic. It's blocked. Giddey against Monk. Here's Eubanks. Outside DeRozan. He got it right before the clock ran out.
Well, DeRozan can handle any situation. The pressure is a non-issue.
Here's Smith. Up top, Vucevic. Now Herder. Jacks up a 3. Murray rips down the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now Levine. To tie it up. Vucevic pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot. Wow, what an important bucket for Smith. They needed that one.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Malik Monk. And they double up DeRozan. And stolen by White. Murray rips down the board. The Kings trail by 5. DeRozan inside. Working on Williams. Williams with the block. Outside, White. Williams up top. Vucevic against DeRozan. Now White. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Westbrook rips down the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Right side, DeRozan. Westbrook against Herter.
Well, even with the defense right on him, White wasn't going to waste that positioning down low.
Sacramento's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Outside Westbrook. On the wing, Levine. White covering. Giddey will pull it down.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
That shot, no good. Levine fires. So the Bulls win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
All right, thank you so much. Vooch, it's got to feel great to just get a win. How important was this one?
That was very important for us. We had quite a bit of a rough stretch lately, a lot of losing, and it's not easy to deal with it, but tonight we came out, we got it done, and that's all that matters. Sometimes we need a game like this to kind of get going. It was a big win for us. We needed to add one more to the winning column, so big for us. I think helps with our confidence, so that was good for everybody.
It's great to know if you keep your head down, it'll pay off. Thanks so much, Vooch.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.